And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty good...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Kill. Turn up.
Here's Mayfield. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Mayfield. Open here, Adam Thielen. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
On first and 10, Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
General West, guard, on the ball.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on there. And here's a little bit You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A very solid gain of 27.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Alert, alert! 57, Mike, 57. Yeah. You don't want none. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Tackle.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down, Vikings.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go deep, tight.
From the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Recon, 152 fighter.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. They go play action here on 1st down. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen.
They'll try the right side here, Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Rosas' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 31-yard line.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
57 Mike. I smell fear in that.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now it's seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
You got nothing.
80 weapon. Lock it 10. Hey, lock it. 10.
Shit.
Be tripping.
The final shot before break. Herbert. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half. and they've had the ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Herbert. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 17 yards and a giant first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10.
Ready.
42-yard
10-2 stop.
Exit. Shoot.
Leo. On the ball.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Watch the boot. Spot.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. On first down, Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Saquon Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been...
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Topper!
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
61, matchbox light. Deep grip.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
6-6, pull it hard. 5.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
No. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Down. Duty base.
Cut.
On 3rd down, Daniels rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check nickel. 58's the money.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch a slant.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
Makes the score Vikings 10, Giants 9.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another. Running with Howard. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 31, check 31.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go again.
That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
X3, 218, chopper.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
58, come on. I got you.
He's back to throw. And he finds Cook. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. with 4 seconds remaining as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Yo, faster.
And he's going to come up short. The 2-point conversion attempt does not work. And as a result, it's going to cost them the ball game. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you.